guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I haven't said that in months, I think, or weeks. I can't even remember. But I basically sat in this chair just honestly blank for like 5 to 10 minutes, just thinking of like how to structure this video. I think that's something that I need to hold myself accountable to, is planning out my videos properly, especially sit down videos. I find that in the past, all the sit down videos I've done are pretty much spontaneous. Like I plan the video, like when to shoot the video, what to say. Actually, scratch that. I plan when to shoot the video and like the title and what I'm going to talk about, but I don't necessarily structure the content of the video. So I think I'm going to, moving forward, hold myself accountable to that. So I basically sat here, I've told myself I'm going to shoot this video, I'm going to do like a little life update without making it a life update, if that makes sense. But I didn't have time to plan the structure of this video, so apologies in advance. Okay, I'm not gonna take too much of your time, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna honestly go ahead with it, because if I sit down and say, okay, let me plan out the structure of this video, then I'll take more time to actually do the video, if that makes sense. So I find that when things are spontaneous, you actually get them done quicker. But yeah, what an intro. I just wanted to, before I start like rolling out content, I just wanted to kind of come back with a, like I said, life update, but not so life update. So from the title of this video, you see how I've said that I'm going to be changing my perspective on life and how I view life and how I treat life. And I say that to say I think of myself as a thinker, not like I overthink sometimes, but not necessarily an overthinker, but like that sometimes I have those phases in life where I'll just be thinking of like, what is next, what is happening. So I guess I'll start up this video with just how this year has been in general, so far at least, from January up until now September. Like from my age, things I've experienced, growth and whatnot. I'm just gonna say it as I remember, what I want to talk about. Like I said, I'm gonna hold myself more accountable. If I don't end up saying everything, I guess that's gonna be the consequence of not planning and putting like structure in this video. But yeah, I turned a new age this year. I don't know if I should be saying my age. It's no big deal, but I feel as though like I'm in that stage of life where I'm just figuring things out. I know how people always say, oh, like in your 20s, like you're still a baby, you're still figuring out life, like you don't know. And then at 30, you're just like, oh wow, I'm growing up, blah blah blah. Like all those things that people just say you experience when you get to certain ages. I feel like I'm actually experiencing that, like just graduating uni, being on my own, actually living an adult life. All those things are actually coming to play. I'm like, dang, one thing that made me actually realize or think about this was the fact that my age mates are getting married. Let's actually get into it. So, which is like, it's beautiful by the way, but like I've noticed a lot of people around me are getting married, like a lot of young people are getting married these days, and it's just made me definitely have different conversations with friends of mine, and even just made me think on my own, like what does it mean to actually choose someone in like a young, like this. Let me just put myself as an example, right? In my young age, like what does it mean for me to actually choose someone and choose life with them when I haven't even figured out my own life? So it's just made me think about things like that, where it's like dang, people are actually in the same age group as me, Like, are they even thinking about these things that I'm thinking about? Because for me, I'm just like, yeah, like, I don't want to be that person that just puts it, oh, by this age I'll be married, because really and truly you never know. You can plan as much as you want and like word of mouth as much as you want, but at the same time it's like, man, what's that saying? Man proposes, God disposes. Basically, God has the final say of everything, right? Well, that's what I believe anyway. I don't want to impose on anyone, but my belief is God has the final say on everything. So with things like marriage, or you know, where I see myself in years to come, I kind of leave that up to my maker, because I can talk as much as I want, and I'm that type of person, like when I plan something and it doesn't go according to plan, I get pissed. So I don't want to set myself up for failure. Like, not saying that planning is a bad thing, but it's just like, at the end of the day, God has the final say, and His will ultimately will be done if you do give Him that leeway. So it just made me think about, you know, what that means for me. Like, if, you know, I was in that situation, I guess, like how I would figure that out. And it's just made me realize that if I'm thinking about all of those things, I'm putting so much weight on my shoulder, and I'm taking away that trust that I'm supposed to have in God, to just, you know, lean on Him and like let Him do the work, let Him do, let Him put things into place, like let His will be done ultimately. But yeah, it's just, you know, even talking to my friends, I would just be like, okay, like even if I wanted to date, for example, it's just, where do I even begin? Like, where do I even find a person? Because it's like, if I were to find a person right now, there's no guarantee that I would even stay in this place that I'm at. Like, I'm also at the stage in my life where I'm thinking of moving, and I'm trying to figure out like where to move, what's the best option. You know, I'm thinking about careers that I want to dive into. I don't know what the word is, but careers that I want to go into, places that I want to work. Kind of, you know, basically figuring out my life. So if I do end up meeting someone, obviously, you know, in a relationship, it's no longer just you. Like, it's you and this person. So I wouldn't even, for me, I just think I wouldn't even have the capacity to be with someone in that sense, because it's like, I have to now give you part of my life when I don't even know what I'm doing with the entirety of it. So how do I know that I'm willing to share this part with you? Another thing I wanted to talk about basically was just the way that I treat people. I feel like I'm changing my mindset on, you know, the way I treat people, the way I treat my friends, most especially the way I treat those around me. I've gotten to this place where I want to do unto others as I would have them do to me. So I'm tired of like expecting. I'm tired of expectations. I will still have expectations, but it's just like expectations have messed with me, where I just like, oh, I want this person to do this for me, but I don't even communicate it, or I just hold them to like a standard, and then they end up disappointing me or something, and I'm heartbroken, right? So instead, so I'll give you an example. If it's my birthday, which my birthday is like the rank of important things in my life is up there. So instead of like expecting, should I use this as an example, child? I don't know. But instead of okay, let me just use like a random, like my love languages for example. If I want to show someone how to love me, I will love them that way, is the summary of what I'm trying to explain. So for example, if I have a friend that's sick, I would treat them the way I'd want them to treat me if I was sick. Does that make sense? So checking up on them, calling them, taking care of them if possible, and doing things like that. Like, I would want people, my friends, to do that for me. So I'm gonna go out of my way, not even necessarily go out of my way, but just do that for them and show them the love that I want to receive. I feel like that's the best way, honestly, that you can give love and receive love, is just by showing people and doing it, and not necessarily doing it just to receive it, but just like doing it because, like, the feeling of knowing if someone did this for me, I would be ecstatic. It's just, I feel like that's satisfying for me. So I'm trying to do that more and reduce like more of the expectations expectations. So like if I'm expecting someone to text me or do something, like I would reach out first. Again, I'm not saying I won't have expectations. I'm not saying it's gonna be like a one-sided thing, but just doing that for myself, like okay, giving them the benefit of the doubt, knowing this person might be busy or like something happened, or like checking in, things like that. Okay guys, I hope you have enjoyed listening to me just, I guess, rant about how I've been feeling about life and my perspective. I'm gonna close the video out here, and I'll see you guys in my next upload, pending when that is. Okay, content is another thing, another level when it comes to consistency for it to be done like that. But I'll do my best. You guys know how I feel about my YouTube channel, so I'll see you guys when I see you.